Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Terraria. As you can see, we're on the far left side of the map, and the reason this is because I am trying to see if the meteorite may have landed further out to sea than we had expected. So I think you guys might recall from last time, we went out into the ocean to look for this stuff, but we didn't quite reach... Oh dear. Oh, that's not so good. Alright, we reached the end, just barely. And it looks like there wasn't any meteorite there. We did manage to loot a shark fin and a trident. It's kind of nice. But I suppose the only natural thing... Oh. That was not the button I meant to press. I meant to heal. Oh well, and now I'll be incredibly well... I'll be incredibly well suited to, I guess, go across the grasslands or whatever. Oh, one thing I was going to ask, guys, I noticed when I looked on my video, the last video, it automatically started a little bit into the episode when I loaded it. I don't know if maybe that's just an issue I had, or if maybe that's an issue with my episodes, but if you are hearing this right now at the beginning, be sure to someone leave a comment to let me know that it's starting at the beginning, or that if it's not starting at the beginning, that people are at least rewinding back to the beginning to see the whole thing. Because certainly I don't want people to be like, why didn't he do an introduction or anything? Because I typically do. So that would be a problem. Anyways, though, we're going to go check out this other side of the map. And then once we do that, I figure the next thing to do is to finish off the dungeon this episode. The Blood Moon's Rising. Sweet. Alright, that means our Deathweed farm will be blooming. So maybe we'll check that out as well. And I had received a comment about doing the farm in some pots. I suppose I will do some of that. The reason I prefer growing things not in the pots is because I don't have that much clay and I don't feel like collecting a bunch of clay. And additionally, what's the thing? Also, everything you grow in clay pots grows much slower than it does in the wild. I'm not sure what the exact speeds are, but I know for Moonglow and for Daybloom, they respectively only grow during the day and night. Okay, let's see. So I'll just use the rest of these platforms up to get out here. And hopefully that'll be long enough to see. Now I have some dirt and stone blocks. What I'm going to use is, if the meteorite is down here, which theoretically it has to be. I think it has to be. Well, wish me luck. Look at that. Has significant knockback. Oh crap. Well, we know where it is. But I just realized that's kind of a dangerous place to be. I didn't have the obsidian skull equipped because it's not helpful for travel. But so that does prove, though, that there is a meteorite in the ocean. We'll get that in another episode. I just wanted to make sure that it was actually there and that my game hadn't like glitched out of control. So these look like they're still saplings, unfortunately. And then there were a few over here that I killed. A little sad about that. That's one of the prices you pay for having it be not in pots. So that's my own fault there. I'm gonna collect these Moonglows though. And I think it's trying to watch out for our health though. Fortunately, the Miramusa does pretty short work of these guys. Okay. Just have to clear that area out so I can plant these Moonglows here. I'm gonna plant these all right next to each other. That way that I definitely won't accidentally kill them if they're all next to each other. So that'll be part of that. And I eventually, I guess within the next few episodes, whoa, some serious lag there. Sorry about that. Just gonna quick deposit all of these things in here. And then we can go check out the, oh, I got some coral. Go check out the dungeon and finish walling everything off. They're not doing that much damage to me, so I'm not too worried. It's funny how zombies go from being such a dangerous enemy at the beginning to being just not a problem at all. So, I think we're going to head out to the east here. The moon looks pretty cool. I can't wait to see the, I'm sure they'll have an updated animation for it and stuff when they release the next update. Wow, it's really lagging. That's probably because there's so many enemies spawning from the blood moon. I still don't know if the blood moon affects enemies underground and stuff like that. Be interesting to find out. But let's see here. Hey, some fallen stars. We don't really need them that badly, but you can't hurt that much to have them. Oh, so yeah, guys, anyways, as far as what's going on with me, I forgot to mention this. I have the test that I was telling you guys about is in a few hours, actually. And I'm taking a break from pre-test studying to film this, because my brain was swimming with microbes from all the stuff I was trying to memorize, and that's no fun. So, need a little break, and I figured that's enough time to go finish off the dungeon, because I think we have plenty of golden keys, and I really think that we should be able to get most, if not all, of what's remaining in the dungeon in this visit. I'm still a little sad about accidentally using those potions, though. So, but fortunately, the Muramasa, or Muramush, however you say it, will be quite effective in. Oh, I need to switch these out. I don't want to be extra vulnerable. And so, let's see. I think the game plan will be to go to the left first, because I believe, if I recall correctly about the layout of the dungeon, the leftward stuff, we already cleared that one off. I think this way... Hey, another... It's kind of funny. We're just knocking him back by the Thorns potion. So I think this way doesn't actually have much going on down here. That's the main room still. So let's see. And it always takes like a second to get used to not having the high jump stuff on. Okay, I think this is the area where we went down to, and there was like 2 chests down here, and I think there's a pretty effective area that we can actually close off. So I think this is right. Also, it looks like there's some magma down here, which is kind of cool. Yep, here are the 2 chests. So I'm going to loot all of this and pick that up. And then do the same over here. And loot that. And anything of interest over here. So this area is clear. I am going to collect that chandelier, though, just out of its coolness. And I am going to kill... crap. Okay, so now that we know that nothing back behind us this way is of any value, we're going to continue this way back until the path branches again, which it still hasn't done. And we don't have to worry about all of these books and all of the torches and stuff. They're fine back there. if we ever really need books, we can always break back into the dungeon. I just want to wall stuff off to sort of mark, yes, this is an area that we have successfully looked into, I guess. So let's see. The path still hasn't branched up this far, so I think I'm going to block it off right here to note that we have cleared this area. Now we have this giant room here. Oh yeah, dungeon slime. Okay, it looks like actually this big room here, all of its exits go this way. Although they're kind of oddly arranged, so that means that actually to the left of where I'm standing there's nothing. I think all of this goes back into the main room. Okay, so I can wall it off right here, which I think is what I will do. Do that right there. And we still have plenty of time left on our, what's it called, our buffs. So I'm going to close this and wall this one off too. So there you go. Now, this goes back up to the main room over here, I believe. So let's see what's down here. And if this isn't something that we could maybe... Oops. Again, with the wrong button. I'm invisible, look! Oh wow, and I float. I have the Featherfall potion, so... Yeah, that's... Wow, look at that, that's kind of crazy. Uh-oh. I need to be careful, though. So, what potions did I even use just then? The Featherfall, Water Walking, Invisibility, Thorns. So the Featherfall is why I'm flying. Okay, this is kind of scary. I'm losing a bit of health. I'm gonna stand right here for just a second until okay. And alright, I'm gonna use the buffs again. Sorry, I'm getting used back to this. Okay, so it looks like everything down there is just a big loop, if I'm not mistaken. So there's probably not anything down there. I'm not going to wall all of that off quite yet because it's hard to detect exactly where what ends and whatnot. This Featherfall potion's kind of weird, though. I think this way goes down to... Yeah, okay, this way goes down to where we were earlier, which is... The potion actually makes it pretty hard to navigate, though, unfortunately. Oh, if you press down, you fall normally. Okay, I'm gonna collect this. And, okay. So again, it's kind of hard to identify exactly where everything is in the dungeon. This is kind of trippy, this Featherfall potion thing. Okay, so this is the other wing of the dungeon. This is the other major area that we want to block off. Now, I don't think... Okay. Well, these are dangerous, so I'm going to collect these while we have the chance. Just because they're the kind of thing that would, could possibly kill us. So I'm going to take care of this and face him so that, okay. Yikes. That's not so good. Okay. One of the nice things, actually, about the Muramasa is that it doesn't have too much knockback, and so you can actually kill enemies quicker because of that. Because with weapons with a lot of knockback, it's nice to get the enemies away from you. Okay, so this does connect through to something. it's really hard to get a good feel for what exactly the layout of the dungeon is. Because you have to kind of think in a sort of weird 3D way, while also realizing that, huh. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything cool up there. So, well, maybe. Okay, that's just a ceiling. So there's nothing up there. And there is one of these right here, so I'm gonna collect that. But then replace it with a torch. Yeah, the dungeon's quite a terrifying place. Okay, so I think this is where we were just a moment before. So I think we've made a full loop here. And yeah, we have. Okay, I'm gonna kill these guys. And I'm gonna go for that dungeon slime as well. Because the golden key is absolutely priceless. I think, though... yeah, I think we've just proven that there's nothing over there to the left. If any of you guys think that there is something over the left, if my, I guess, mapping skills were incorrect, then let me know. But as far as I can tell, I think we've gotten all the treasure chests that are over that way. Meaning now we need to just go check this way. Okay. I'm gonna wait for these guys to attack because, okay. So let's see what's down here first. Okay, so this is an unexplored area. And we gotta watch our health. I mean, our health is fine. Okay, another... So our inventory is pretty much full. And it looks like this room is empty too. Meaning that we can mark off this little area down here. Let me double check though. I do believe I see a heart over there, so I'm going to use these buffs really quick. I have a lot of potions that I have in my inventory. I didn't realize my inventory is pretty much full though, but we got to get this heart over there because that's definitely worth it. I wonder. I'm debating if I want to make a elevator at my base, or if I just want to use the dungeon as the route to the hell world, because we're probably pretty low right now. I mean, there's lava out there. I think we're probably really far down, honestly. Oh god. So we've broken out of the dungeon. Let's see if there's anything cool around here. Just for a second. Just out of curiosity. And to see how close we are to the hell. Ooh. I believe that's some sapphire. You know I can't help myself. I should know better, but oh, it's emerald, actually. I was incorrect about the type of gem that it was. Okay. Alright, well that's... Yeah, there's big deposits of silver and stuff around here. The invisibility potions are just kind of weird. But I am actually going to come back into the dungeon real quick and seal off these areas. More so for the purpose of knowing that I fully explored them. and so I don't have to worry so much about them. I think this area right in here. Okay. So I might be wrong here, but I think that there was a loop around here somewhere or something. Oh god. Those guys are the most dangerous because they make it so that you can be being damaged really quickly and not be able to get out. And that terrifies me. Because when you're cursed, you can't... Stupid. Big bone people. Monsters, things. Okay, so this is the same area. As I suspected. It's funny that I have the treasure hunting thing enabled. If you guys see anything that I missed, let me know. I'm sure there's some treasures around here or something. So we've already established that that goes back to the same area, and I think this is a loop-de-loop as well. I'm really happy about that that heart crystal that we decided to go back. I knew I had a feeling about it. I don't need the book, and I also don't need the and put those in my. Okay, much better. And okay, I know where we are. We are at this area, which is a dead end, and that's where there was a treasure chest there a little bit ago. Meaning that this whole area... Oh, wow. I'm going to kill these two. Because we just got 2 keys from that. Okay, so... The good news is I believe that this means that this whole area can be sealed off. Right here. And since this can be sealed off, that also theoretically means that, look at all that underground treasure that's in there that we never knew about. I mean, it's just pots and stuff, so it's nothing spectacular, but that is interesting. The other part of the good stuff is that, as we make our way higher up, also... Oh, hey, another dungeon slime. The spawn rate of enemies will also decrease. We'll collect this. Oh god. That's not so good. Okay. So I might not use those last potions because I think we've pretty much explored the whole thing. So, because that area is pretty much effectively... Oh crap, we're cursed. Okay. So, alright, I think... Alright, wow, we have... Look at all the... Got a lot of treasure. I'm gonna quick stack a ton of this stuff. And, let's see... Put these in here. And sorry, this will take just a second. I figure we can get the rest of all of this episode, if you guys don't mind sticking around for it. And it's a good excuse for me to put off returning to my studies for at least a few more minutes. But yeah, we've gotten pretty much the majority of stuff, which is really exciting. So let's see what we have left in our inventory to get rid of. We don't need the restoration potions with us because I don't really use mana that often, and so yeah, we can pretty much trade out all of these things as well. And where is that one empty thing? Okay, put some bones in here, restoration potions, and That's not right. I had a thing with old weapons in it. I'll use the one with all the bows in it. Aquaceptors can go in there for now. And I have one mud block. So, let's see what we have here. Sorry for the slight bit of laggage there. I'm going to put a lot of stone blocks there, though, so we can finish sealing off the explored areas of the dungeon, though. Pretty excited, because this will mean that the dungeon is, in fact, complete. And I'm not going to worry too much about inventory on the way over there, because, again, we have just a few chests to open up, and then I think we'll have the entire dungeon explored. We might only have to use one more set of potions for that. And that will mean, of course, that next time we can go to the underground jungle, which is pretty exciting. I am going to save that meteorite, though, for next episode, because I don't want to... I don't really feel... Well, I honestly don't have the time. Well, I do. But I can justify to myself taking time away from studying to take a break to record an episode, but that episode has to be a good one. And I figure doing dungeon stuff is pretty good, whereas standing around and getting a meteorite is not the best. It's not, I mean, not terrible, certainly. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it, but the dungeon is probably more important. That was actually a little scary back in there, though, because my health was lower than I typically like it to be. I'm really happy we found that health crystal, though. That's going to be a big bonus. And I'm honestly a little surprised that our health got as low as it did, though. I guess I was being a little careless, but well, that's part of it's pretty early right now here. I got up super early to start studying, like in the morning. My test is at like 10 in the morning, and so you can estimate from that if I've gotten up early to study for it and take a break like this. It in fact was pretty late that I... let me switch these out real quick. To maximize our defense. And this should be the last little bit, because... Why are there slimes in here? That's not correct at all. Okay. So that way is blocked off. I think this way goes down to here and it's blocked off over there. So let's see. I think this just goes around in a big circle, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and this is the low point of this main area. Okay. And so then this area right here, that dungeon slime is back in the area that we just were in. So there's nothing really down there of importance. And I think this area... Okay. Oh man, there's a dungeon slime on the other side of that door. Knock this down real quick, just to get this guy. Okay. And the key, which is the reason I did that. So basically we know that this whole area down here is completely, what's the word? Looted. So, okay. So all of that is looted. So that's literally everything that's below us has been, in fact, looted. Meaning that the only thing, I think, that hasn't been looted is above us now. I'm gonna get these lanterns though. I have a thing for them, I guess. So again, there's nothing below us except for these two chests. Loot all of that, and need to remember to use these things correctly. So that area is clear. There's a chest down here, which is, I think, like one of the first ones we saw. Oh, hey, the blue moon. It's a good weapon. Might try that out. And I think with that chest right there, yeah, because everything over there we've checked out, everything below us we've checked out. So we cleared off that room, and we also cleared out up here, I believe. Where'd my torches go? Okay, well, I think we have successfully emptied the dungeon. And I think also we've got at least one of everything that the dungeon has to offer. Meaning that the dungeon has literally nothing more to offer us. So I think that's a pretty good achievement, guys. You know, I told you before, I'm a little bit of a completionist. And so it's a nice feeling. This is the first time in Terraria that I've known that, like, there was an area, a whole area that had nothing left in it of any value. I mean, other than, you know, sure, there might be some torches left in here and platforms and books, but nothing that, you know, is really irreplaceable or impossible to get. So yeah. Well, you know what this means, right, guys? It means that we can go ahead and steal off the dungeon. And we don't have to do this. I'm just doing this sort of symbolically. And it's been sealed, you know. So now there's no way into the dungeon. Well, except for the hole I left in the underground part, but no one will ever find that, so it's fine. And that also means we can replace our items with the items that are more convenient. Alright guys, well, I think that this was a successful episode. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check in next time. Also be sure to like and favorite, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. You know, if you did like it or think it's worth a favorite, or if you want to subscribe. Certainly I don't want you to do those things if you don't want to do them. But that being said, I think we'll kill these guys and call it an episode. Alright guys, later.